Hey guys, it's Bryanna. So today we're going to be learning about rationing in the United States during World War II. And what is rationing? So rationing is basically when a person can only have a certain amount of something. And during World War II, that something was food. It was spring of 1942 when the food rationing program was actually introduced. The US Food Administration came up with this idea a few months after America joined the war. They thought if citizens could reduce their food portion and consumption, then we would have enough food to send to the troops. They even came up with slogans like, "Food will win us the war." If we actually look at history, we know that many countries in Europe were actually losing the war because their troops were starving due to the fact that they didn't have enough food, and they also didn't have enough supplies like ammunition. So not only did the United States cut back on food, they also began to recycle aluminum products in order to produce more weapons. American citizens were able to realize that, okay, if we can cut back a little bit, yeah, we'll win the war. So this was really a group effort. So some of the products they rationed during World War II was sugar, meat, fats, cheese, canned foods, even rubber tires. And the way that rationing worked was that every family would receive a little booklet depending on the size of the family, and they would have color-coded stamps that correlated to each product. You gotta be really careful because once you ran out of the stamps, you couldn't buy more food. Rationing pretty much became a form of currency. These stamps were color-coded, and there's basically two colors, red and blue. Red stamps were basically for meat, butter, fats, and oils. Blue stamps were for canned foods, fruits, and veggies. And they also had other stamps for other things like tires and chicken wire and all sorts of odd things that you wouldn't think they rationed, but they did, because once again they were sending all the extra materials to the troops fighting the war. The US government realized that rationing was really hard and some people didn't understand it. So they set up classes for wives to take in order to learn how to use their ration books and to plan out meals accordingly. Thanks to these classes, we even became healthier. Well, not we. The people became healthier. They even came out with cookbooks. This way you would know how much to use depending on what you wanted to make. Rationing only ended up lasting for 3 years, and all the restrictions were lifted after the war was over, on all except for sugar. The restriction on sugar didn't end until 1947. So, although rationing was hard on the people, the citizens understood that they had to play their part in the war. Thanks to rationing, they were able to send materials and enough food to our troops in order to keep them alive. Ultimately, rationing did play a part in helping us win World War II.